inside.
J.K. Dobbins said after the game, start the MVP talk for Justin Herbert. That might be premature, but, with Herbert, we wrote him off because he had the ankle injury early that hampered him.
Yeah.
And they managed to kind of quietly string together wins, survive while he was healing.
Right.
And now he's healthy, and he's the guy that we've seen in flashes. He's got the capacity to come out and take a game over with his legs and his arm if he needs to.
Yep.
It's just weird because you don't think that that's the formula Jim Harbaugh wants to rely on,
No.
but you can break it out when you need to.
Yes, that's right. I mean, they want to be able to. I've made this comparison a lot over the last 10 days because I've had people on radio. They remind me of the late '80s Giants. That's what they play like. They're going to play defense. They're going to run the ball. They're going to ask Phil Simms, a.k.a. Justin Herbert, to make 20 passes a game typically. And they want like 16 completions, and they want them aggressive down the field, like field position changing type of throws. That's when they're at their best. That's when you see them win games convincingly, do it that way. Last night, they stopped running the ball, and it got a little sloppy. But to your point, Herbert's got that type of talent, and he was on fire in the first half, making one great throw and play after another.
Do you think Justin Herbert would cook steak for a fox?
No. Yes, I do, actually. I actually do.
That's how the comparison tracks.
I hope my dad and my mom understand this because they're probably like, wait, how does he know? They don't watch our podcast. I don't know. But just so everybody knows, I had this little conversation with Florio last week, Thursday Picks Pod, because Wednesday night there was a family text going around about, look at the moon, it's a beautiful moon, and my mom like, oh, I'm outside right now cooking steaks, and I went, oh, good for you cooking steaks, and she's like, yeah, we're cooking steaks for the Fox. So I told Mike that on the podcast on 30. But yes, that is rich Phil Simms stuff there. He's buying steaks and cooking them for the Fox now. He is a great humanitarian that way.
Yeah, somebody told me that fox eats better than I do.
He's eating good. He did fix one of the foxes. I think I told you, saved it from mange. Right,
mange.
He did. He's a good Samaritan, that Phil Simms.
We had a whole conversation about how Phil Simms was able to get mange medication from the vet. It's like, Pete, it's not like there's a black market for mange medication.
Right.
I think they'll take your word for it.
Give me the mange stuff, man. All right. So wait, other thing is, too, on top of that, Herbert, really good. MVP, I don't know if we're ready to go there quite yet. It's been a good year. They're exceeding expectations, but I don't think his stats are – it's 13 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. It's 2,100 yards. I mean, again, these are good numbers. He's playing good quality football. But I think like what you said, early in the year, it was nothing special. They were just trying to manage games, get him healthy while they were doing that. We're seeing it open up here as of late, but I don't think I'm ready to go into the MVP combo with him yet.
And this is why the MVP conversation, even though we enjoy engaging in it, I always try to point out, look, none of it really matters until we know who the number 1 seeds are. If the Chargers would get the number 1 seed somehow, and they're just a couple of games behind the Chiefs at this point, and they play them again, then it feels different. Then it's, okay, Chargers are the 1 seed. Who's the 1 seed from the NFC? One of those quarterbacks is most likely the MVP. That's just how it works. So it's an indication that the Chargers are in contention for the number 1 seed.
That's right.
So, yes, it's a natural byproduct to talk about the quarterback of the team as a potential MVP because the Chargers are, don't look now, in consideration for a number 1 seed. And I said this before the season, and I kind of fell off of it because they struggled early. They are going to give the Chiefs fits. They are the team the Chiefs need to worry about because they give the Chiefs fits when they are crap. When it's always something. When it's Chargers charging, they still gave the Chiefs fits. You bring Jim Harbaugh into the mix and you get all that stuff settled down, and the Chiefs have a rival in their division. Now they got 2.
Yeah, definitely.
The Broncos are coming around.
Right.
The Broncos had them beat last week. We know that. And the Chargers have come around.
The Broncos and the Chargers are both on an upward trajectory. No doubt about that. The Chargers certainly are. And, of course, that quarterback, Herbert, is MVP caliber type talent. I think the other thing you got to remember, too, with the Chargers, Khalil Mack didn't play last night. Asante Samuel will be back on defense here at some point. And I still think they're a little bit in the early phases of, hey, we're still figuring out the Jesse Minter defense. And we're still adding plays to the Greg Roman offense and system and what we want to do on that side of the football. So I don't think they're even a finished product yet. I do think they're going to continue to get better.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.